I've never been one to respond to YouTube politics before, but this one really hit home. Um, you probably know already if you're clicking on this video, but YouTube has decided that if your channel does not have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of accumulated view time over the last 12 months, that your channel is no longer eligible for monetization. And it's hitting me pretty hard. And some of you might be kind of wondering, well, why is it hitting you so hard? You know, you couldn't be making too much off of this. You upload so infrequently. Well, let me explain a little bit, and I'll also kind of explain why you know, the uploads are so inconsistent on this channel, but we still keep going for some reason. But I don't know how many of our subscribers actually know too much about what Tainted Reality is, but we're actually an entertainment group. We are primarily known for our live events, and we perform at anime conventions, clubs around the country, mostly here on the East Coast. And in the past, we were known primarily for concert tours with Japanese visual kei bands. We were the management agency for a number of different bands and their U.S. representation here in the States. And we started way back in 2005, right around, right around the same time YouTube did. And we never really, during those times, we started off actually as a radio, we've had our hands in a lot of stuff, but we started off as a radio show back when I was a teenager in 2005. And eventually, you know, became, you know, a management agency. But we maintained the radio show. We moved over to, you know, internet-based radio after a little while. But we always wanted to be kind of multimedia. And as YouTube started to rise, I saw a lot that we could do with the platform. And all the way back in 2006, we started up our channel. And one of the first things we uploaded was an interview with Yoshiki, the drummer of this really big huge band in Japan called X Japan. And most of you, some people have heard of them, but for those of you who don't know, and this was a really big thing for us. We landed this interview, and we had this opportunity not just to this, you know, to broadcast the audio for it, but actually upload a video that could be, you know, looked back on at anybody's leisure all over the world because of YouTube. And that was, back then, that was like mind-blowing. It was beautiful. But it was never really the, like, an important figure, like a prominent figure in our repertoire. It was just something that we had. If we were on tour, we had some funny videos, or we wanted to kind of put a compilation video out, we would put it up on YouTube for our audience. Usually never promoted it that hard. But eventually, Japanese visual kei's popularity here in the United States started to waver. As most musical movements do, you know, most musical movements only have about a 5-year time span, and here in the U.S., you know, visual kei's time had run up. But during the course of that, we decided that we didn't just want this to kind of be a side thing for us. We wanted this to be our career. We wanted to make a living off of this. And we were partially prepared because, you know, luckily we had the foresight of knowing that not everything lasts forever. But we had to make some decisions about how we were going to transition out of visual kei, and decided that we, rather than focusing on promoting other people's talent, we wanted to promote our own. And we saw YouTube as a perfect outlet for that. So around 2014, we, you know, put together a little studio here and started producing videos. And almost immediately we ran into issues. You know, you guys have heard a million times about the copyright issues. Almost all of our videos at that time were demonetized. We didn't earn anything. And we didn't have any, like, real disillusion about that. You know, we knew what was going on in the climate, and we weren't signed to a multi-channel network. We never were. And we knew that, you know, if we were going to make money off this, it was going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of persistence. So we thought, you know, realistically that, you know, given about a year or so, if we were lucky, we might start seeing a little bit of a return. But, you know, so many creators out there tell you, don't get into YouTube to make money. But at that point, we already had a career going. So we had to focus our efforts on things that were going to make us money. And we had hoped that, you know, given enough consistency with our output, that we would be able to build an audience, and, you know, by 2015 we would start seeing some income. But with all the copyrights that we were getting slapped with, it really started to kind of take a lot of the wind out of our sails. And then we had other channels start uploading our videos and somehow monetizing them. And, you know, a mid-tier video for us back then might have gotten like 10, 20,000 views, and we were kind of excited about that, because for a channel that had under 1,000 subscribers, we were kind of happy with that. But then these channels were re-uploading our videos monetized, and they were getting like 200, 300,000 views. And by the time 2015 came around, we had to kind of refocus our efforts. And there was a lot of other stuff that happened at that time, and we had to kind of take a step back from YouTube production. But the idea was always to come back to it eventually. So after we got a lot of things sorted out, and we started to establish ourselves in the club community, you know, producing our own events, in the beginning of 2017, you know, we decided we were going to come back to the platform and really try to give it a good effort, because we felt that at that point we had finally figured out what would be a good format for our channel that would not alienate our old fans and might bring in some new ones, and that's the thought exercises centered around some of our favorite cartoons. We love doing these videos. It always is a lot of fun making them, but then something started happening that we never had happened to us before. Uploaded a video about Yuri on Ice, blocked worldwide. And in the past year, all but one of our videos around this format have been blocked worldwide. Luckily, no copyright strikes, but as recently as this month, we tried to make a video centered around Voltron Legendary Defender. The second we upload it, blocked worldwide. Try to file an appeal, instantly comes back denied. Okay, well, we could file a counter appeal. Oh, no. Well, if you do that, you're opening yourself up to a lot of legal issues. Oh boy. Well, maybe we shouldn't take it that far. But after you've poured dozens and dozens of hours into a video, and it gets blocked worldwide, and now, you know, you don't even have an alternative platform like VidMe to go to. I mean, like, yeah, there's Dailymotion, but and then we get this email. YouTube, I guess I'm making this video because it sucks that we have to run a business here. And we have to focus our efforts on things that make money. We love this platform. We really do. And you guys have made the dreams come true of so many talented individuals out there that can now make a living off of their talent. And that's beautiful that you have done that, but a lot of the, back office decisions that you guys make kind of treat that magic almost like it's a byproduct. And I understand from being a business owner myself, I understand, where a lot of these decisions are coming from. I think they could be handled a little bit differently, but I understand where they're coming from. I'm not trying to demonize you. I think it's a poor decision, but really what bothers me is that you're clipping our wings. And right now, our wings are kind of down to the bony nubs on our back. We want to keep producing content for this platform. We do. And I'm not going to lie. I probably, in some way, shape, or form, still am going to. I'm still going to try to find a way to get that Voltron video up so that, you guys can see that, because we're very proud of that video. And we've already, started work on our next video, which is going to be depictions of World War I in anime. But more often than not, the community has tried to reach out to you guys so many times. Where's the fair use movement? Make YouTube great again movement. They've all been acknowledged, but there's never been any action on your part, YouTube. You're a beautiful platform. You've changed the world. But now you made the barrier of entry go from here to... I can't even reach high enough. I don't want to abandon our efforts here on YouTube. I don't. I want to keep on creating new, awesome content. Things that, spur discussions. Really ignite fandoms and just, let people have some fun. But if you keep on doing these things to undercut the creators like this, in the off chance, I have no disillusion about how this is going to go. It's probably, this video might get 100 views if I'm lucky, but in the off chance that somebody on YouTube with any kind of clout or a position of power might see this, just please realize what you're doing to the people like us. The people that just want to do this. Thank you.